It is my honor and privilege to represent families and children who are victims of birth injury. My clients are very special people and deserve to have all their questions answered. These are some of the more frequently asked questions I've heard.
What is a birth injury?
A birth injury is an injury that occurs to your child, regardless of whether the injury occurs in utero, during the labor and delivery process, or in the neonatal newborn period, as a result of you and/or your baby not receiving proper and appropriate care. Sadly, birth injuries can cause devastating, lifelong, permanent, and irreversible damage. The cost for caring for a child with a significant birth injury can be staggering. Easily, lifetime medical and nursing costs could exceed $1 million or more.
What are some of the causes of birth injuries?
Birth injuries can occur for a number of different reasons. In some cases, the child's head may be too large to fit through the mother's pelvis. Other times, the placenta becomes detached from the uterus prematurely. And other times, the umbilical cord becomes twisted or compressed. Also, when a physician uses forceps or a vacuum during a vaginal delivery, injury to a child's brain may occur. Your doctors and nurses, however, are required to know how to respond to these emergency situations in order to prevent these types of birth-related injuries.
Were my child's injuries caused by my doctor or nurse's mistakes or their negligence?
Unfortunately, some birth injuries occur because medical providers made mistakes in caring for you or your child. For instance, babies are sometimes born with birth-related injuries because your doctor or nurses failed to diagnose, respond, or treat fetal distress. Other times, these same doctors or nurses maybe fail to accurately interpret your electronic fetal monitor strip. Additionally, nursing staff may wait too long to call the doctor. If you have any questions regarding the cause of your child's injuries, call us today before it's too late.
How do I know if my child's cerebral palsy was caused by a medical mistake?
It's a question no parent ever wants to ask. Could something have been done differently that could have prevented my child's injuries? The simple truth is this: most birth injuries are not the result of malpractice or from anyone committing any mistakes. But don't you owe it to your child to get answers? We have years of experience handling some of the most complicated birth injury cases in the country. Our team of lawyers, medical and nursing professionals can evaluate the medical records and answer these questions and many, many more. We understand your fears, but if your child suffers from cerebral palsy or any other birth-related injury, the medical costs are going to be astronomical. Call us today before it's too late.
What is cerebral palsy?
Many people have a misconception about cerebral palsy and what generally causes it. Cerebral palsy, or CP, is a condition that can occur when there is injury to the brain during pregnancy, labor and delivery, or the first few years of a child's life. It affects everyone differently and is dependent on what part of the brain is affected. Some characteristics of CP include loss of muscle control, involuntary movement, mental disability, and problems with speech.
Are there different types of cerebral palsy?
There are 4 types of cerebral palsy. Spastic cerebral palsy is the most common and is characterized by stiff muscles, permanent muscle contraction, and jerky movement. Athetoid or dyskinetic cerebral palsy is characterized by unintentional or uncontrolled movements due to a continually changing muscle tone. Ataxic cerebral palsy is a relatively rare form of CP and stems from damage to the cerebellum. It is characterized by a lack of coordination, balance, and depth perception. And many people suffer from a combination of the different types of cerebral palsy, and this is known as mixed cerebral palsy.
Is there a cure for cerebral palsy?
Unfortunately, cerebral palsy is not a curable condition because irreversible brain damage has already occurred. But some people with CP will see an improvement in their condition over time, such as gaining back some of their muscle control. Yet sadly, others will experience additional or increased problems stemming from the challenges of living with CP every day.
Are there treatments available for cerebral palsy?
While there is no cure for CP, there are effective treatments and advancements in medicine. Therapies are available to increase the quality of your child's life. Treatments for speech, movement, and learning are available through occupational and physical therapy, speech pathology, braces, and various medications. And most experts will agree that a combination of treatments will give the best results to your child.
Is there a time limit for filing a claim for my child's injury?
The statutes of limitation vary from state to state. Limitation and notice periods could vary anywhere between 6 months to 6 or 7 years from the date of the birth. But time is of the essence. It is important to investigate your child's injury claim now. Medical records get lost or destroyed. People's memories fade over time, and important witnesses move or can't be located. If you wait too long to talk with an attorney, you may be forever precluded from bringing a claim on behalf of your child and holding your health care providers accountable and responsible.
Do I need a lawyer?
These are very special cases, and I take a very keen interest in each and every child injury case I handle. One of the most important things I can provide to my clients are answers. Answers to whether any doctor or nurse made a mistake. We answer these tough questions and provide you with options as to how to hold your doctor and hospital responsible and accountable for the injuries your child sustained. If you would like more information on this subject and answers to many of your other questions, visit our website, theinsiderslegalguide.com, and request a copy of your free book, The Epidemic of Birth Injuries Caused by Medical Mistakes.